Hello and welcome to Apex Industries. I'm here to show you the ins and outs of this map, and I'm showing you how to attack, how to defend, and how to properly play this map, because there's a different ways. First thing I'm gonna start to say is the two ways of playing are spoiled down into aggressive attack if you have high ping, and holding, playing tactically on low ping. This means if you have high ping, you're trying to wind in and out of cover, which makes it ridiculously hard to shoot you. You have cover almost everywhere on this map, which makes it ridiculously strong if you have high ping. If you have low ping, on the other hand, you have to go the considerate, silent, and smart way, basically. The way this map is meant to be played. You can clear out any corner, one corner at a time. Bonk. And yeah, as long as you play it smart, you will never get shot in the back. So the way I play with my low ping, oh, by the way, ping is count together. You and the enemy you're fighting should be below 120, 140, then you're fine. Then you can play low ping, otherwise you probably need to play high ping. The way I play is, I'm trying to get myself a little bit further in after I spawn, around about here or any other position, and then I try creeping closer, and the moment one enemy makes a step, makes a sound, I'll peek him, kill him, because I know he's there, he's an easy shot. And the thing is, you just don't need to push it that much if you're the CT, because if you push on CT and the enemy is prepared for you with 1 or 2 lurks, which I would recommend on this map, you will have a bad time, let's say it like that, because they have always some way of countering you if they're T. Let's say they have one here holding, they have this angle, they can flash up here, they can always stay close so you almost can't flash them, they can peek out on the second angle, but they themselves only like cover this place in front of here, and you can't properly do anything against that. Same thing for mid, you have 2 boxes here, you can play close on here and try holding it. You have lots of options. You can also play it a little bit more back, more safe, in asterisks. Yeah, you can be on the long range angles, and since the enemies probably won't expect that one, you can get them. If they expect it and they have the wrong weapon, you win. If they expect it and have the other weapon, it's a fair fight. You can take whatever you want. Same for B. You can hold B in a ridiculous amount of number of ways. You can camp a lot of corners here. You have a lot of things to check if you push through it. And that's just giving you the options of not pushing as CT, which is very much important. If you take out the speed as CT, you will be way stronger. That's one thing a lot of people on small maps don't do. They think it's a small map, I'll just rush in, die every time, and the map is garbage. Instead, they could have played differently, didn't figure it out in time, and yeah, it's just the same problem I had with Reach Sky at the beginning. People just tried rushing it every time and it just didn't work. It was worse on A, and people said A was broken, and then they started playing it correctly in League and it's or better, like teams focus on playing it slow and they just won, so people copied them, and at the end we had a really great map. And then the Nades came, and I mean they were there from the beginning, but they were worse and worse every time people learned better nades. So I'm currently at B. We have 2 main ways to defend, which is this angle over here with a great angle and a very close quarter angle, and the second position which should be played is here. You have always different versions on it and different ways to play those positions. but these two are the main positions how to defend B side. I'm now at A. The 3 main points to hold this side are back here, good able to play the cross, having focus on all angles and just being hard to nade. You have the back area where you are a little bit more defensive towards mid, but you have great fit. And the third position is more of a connecting area that's playing here, playing the opposite of our outside position. You can help mid, you can focus down with him if he wants to push. You can do a lot of things. Just play together and you will be fine. Welcome to mid. Playing mid, you can play 3 different ways. You can either play it up close and living. You can play it a little bit further back with a little bit less aggressive angles. But you have to worry about A, but you can also help A more easily. You can play it close in and silent. That's the way I like to play it, because it makes you easily able to outplay your enemies. You have to worry about the enemies rotating around you silently, but if they're loud, you can get them easily, and you have all the nice angles here. This and this entrance aren't open in Search and Destroy, they're open in every other game mode. Simple tactic, a please split attack can be done very simply. You have, let's say one is lurking, you have 2 players in main, 2 players in long. You take this position here with flashes, and you're trying to fight the cross position, either with nades, whatever you got, and your teammates do the same. The moment that happens, one of your sides has to push. Pushing out of here will get you open to like ridiculous corners, so long probably shouldn't push immediately. But if short pushes, long can hold off the corners. You only need to worry about this angle, then this angle, and by the way, if you have a second guy pushing in here, he can hold that angle for you, and you can flash yourself and peek in here and get that. The moment they get that, you get the bomb down. The only corner which isn't spot out by this is this corner back here, so you need to be worried about that one when you peek yourself in, that you check on the left side for a short moment. But you can get in here, so you have a little bit of cover for the moment, if that's an issue. And if you want to do it ridiculous, you can also have some guy push in here. The moment he's here, he relieves this guy of his duty, and you just play off of each other. Taking A is a little bit more of the aggressive path, because this angle here will probably be held a lot. So you need to be a little bit more active to get this. What you should do is take this position here, get a little bit of map control. This can be done by 1 or 2 guys, and you should be fine. Like, don't peek that angle, just go in front of here. You can also move past here as long as it's not standing on a ridiculous offensive angle, and clear this out. If you have this area, you either send one back, put a lurk here, and very important, sneak back. Like, it's a small map, you can hear the enemies. And, you know, have a lurk here, push their aside, get the rotates. They have to rotate through you here, so this is a very nice position to lurk around, but you're also on a close angle, and because the closer you are to the angle, the more advantage the enemy has in peeking you. In other words, be careful, be quick on the peek. This is a position you sprint peek. And you could slowly creep up also on here which gives you more control. If you go actually want to go A, like going A is a very good option because it's a little bit more cluttered. You can force yourself in there way more. If you go on the right path and just cover the left, you can obviously just smoke here. Everything's made smokable. It's a small map. We have that luxury, and with the 5e smokes, not like this. Not 5e. Unreal Engine 5, the smokes, it will be way better. And you can push through here and have a nice attacking angle. To take the site, I will always make one peak here, like peak this. This one you don't have to worry about. It's a lined up angle again. Mag pick. It's if you wanna take the site, you can peek here. You have to worry about these two angles, not one in the middle. Then your teammate can push up here, and because you're watching the angles, he can immediately push around, get mid control from their back, because that's the one thing people haven't noticed yet for all the playtesting. If you want to hold here and they're pushing on the left, you're kind of fucked. So you need to hold back here where you're more covered. Same thing happens for this angle. This is a way more passive angle. It gives you the good option for holding here and immediately pushing around the moment you have a opportunity. Like if they're pushing, you're shooting them in the back anyway. You can also just hold this angle here. It's a very good one, which is why I would advise for flashing. The flash are rare. Anyway, if you have skill and actually throw it right, you have to throw it on the left corner, standing a little bit more back. It will go over in here, so the person in here is blind if he watched anything, because it can explode right here if you do it right, and he's just blind wherever he's playing, and you have the free way to go, and then you can push around, get area control, get the site under control. You're pushing in here, you're taking up space. Yeah, like you can go one right, one left, one through the middle, and just clear out one by one. You should be fine. Just remember, always push with flashes, and if you're flashed, counter flash. Obvious. I don't know. Yeah, have fun. For nades, there are lots of nades. There are lots of nade catchers around too. Don't feel safe anywhere. If they know you're there, you're fucked. Be aware of lined up angles. You have a corner here, 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 and over there. If you peek right, you can see. If you peek left, you can't see. This is doable on a lot of places. Example, here you can't see through. Here you're completely covered. You peek out and now you can see through. This is a push stop from the CT if you go around the left side. Another example. So this one is a closed corner there, which isn't made for long ranges, so you can focus on this angle and not have to worry about that one. Very good example. Sometimes the angles aren't lined up on actual lines, but imaginary lines. Here you cannot see through this gap, but you can if you walk over here. But you're also visible to this line now. So you have imaginary lines going down here, so if you want to peek one, you're forced, already with your shuttle by the way, to peek the other one too. This is also a way I lined up this map. Be aware of it. It will be very aggressive going from angle to angle. And good luck on Apex Industries. Hi, Poops.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, okay. It's just so what is this mode we're supposed to do?
This is deathmatch. It's basically just shooting each other.
Oh, okay.
And I'm actually making a video and I forgot the pin. So, hi.
Hi.